This is Hannibal here. Due to technical difficulties, I have to redo this news update. I did it in the wrong stream. Drew Gulak, who's been with the WWE 8 years, never been over. It's not the old days where Coco Beware to Hulk Hogan, everyone on the card was over, or in the Attitude Era, Public Enemy to Steve Austin, everyone knew who they were. Couldn't tell you one Drew Gulak match. Um, Probably 60% of the WWE roster to 70% are unknown to most people. AEW probably like 85% are unknown to most people. But they've cut him after Ronda Rousey accused him of grabbing her drawstring 2 years ago. So he's lucky he got an extra 2 years, despite allegedly doing that, which apparently, according to many sources, they investigated. But the main thing is Rousey is a big star, and her going around saying that this happened is bad publicity for them, and he's not over. He's basically a nobody. He's not making the money. He's just a person on their roster. It's easy to get rid of. They also got rid of Daryl Mason, horrible name here, Vlad Pavlenko, Ezekiel Balgoon. Who comes up with these horrible names? Kaya Saint, Emma Diaz, Valentia Feroz, Keyshawn LaFleur, Trey Bearhill, Julian Baldi. Never heard of any of these people. Keep the turnover going. One of WWE's most powerful executives who was named in the Janelle Grant lawsuit, Brad Blum, is basically resigning. He, along with Nick Khan and Paul Levesque, were considered the three most powerful officers in WWE. Apparently, he was named in the lawsuit for hiring Janelle Grant. She was saying he didn't question it enough, and I guess she was getting 75,000 a year for having an affair with Vince McMahon. Basically, she's alleging that he got her a job. So she got a job out of it, gifts, and by the way, apparently she was with someone at this time, living in an apartment worth in the millions. So the and she has her law degree and was with someone who also is involved in the legal system. But I guess she had an issue with this Brad Blum getting her hired, and he's resigning, just like Vince McMahon resigned. Uh, Apparently, he was known as corporate officer number two for anyone that reads the lawsuit. That's about it for the news. I'm going to do a review. Spring cleaning, they got a lot more spring cleaning to do, in my opinion, both companies, but I don't see it happening. Like, I honestly don't know why they even bother keeping the developmental system at this point because there's so many companies that you could pick from between AEW, uh, MLW, NWA, um, what's it called? Women of Wrestling, TNA. There's so many companies. It's not like when WCW and ECW first closed and there was absolutely nothing until TNA came. And even when there was nothing, there was all those WCW and ECW guys out of a job. But I don't know. I could see them eventually getting rid of developmental, to be perfectly honest with you. That's just my opinion. And anyways, guys, I would just want to give a plug here for I did a memories book entry today where I talked about all the WWE Hall of Famers I've worked with. It's pretty interesting. And I'll just plug one more time. The Rick Bassman interview I did this week, he's hanging out with a Bollywood star today. Good for him. Suffering from brain cancer. He did his most detailed shoot interview ever with me this week. Talked about everyone he's had good and bad experiences with. Anyone that doesn't know, he's the reason behind Sting, Warrior, and John Cena. Sting didn't even want to wrestle. He recruited Sting from the gym. So I wish everybody good night. I am going to be doing a review of Conor McGregor's Roadhouse right now that I just watched with Piper.